Hello, welcome back to Simon's Rants. I'm Simon, and today I'm talking about how Scarlett Johansson is actually a really good actress. Real quick before I get into this rant, I want to ask you all to please subscribe if you haven't already. I know I don't normally do that. I don't normally pause the video at the beginning just to ask that, but the statistics show that it actually does help. I don't want to be annoying, and I know that it's never changed my mind, but hey, if it can help, it really would help me out a lot if you guys did. So please do, and thank you if you do. On with the rant. I don't think that it's an unpopular opinion to like Scarlett Johansson. In fact, I don't think that I've ever talked to anybody that would say that they hated her. Although there was some drama with her taking on a trans role and also her taking on the Ghost in the Shell role where some people thought that that should go to an Asian actress. That silly drama aside though, whenever I do mention to somebody that Scarlett Johansson is my favorite actress, they always come back with the same answer. You just think that she's good because you think she's hot. And while I do think that she is an attractive person, that doesn't determine in my mind that she's a great actress. Those are two different categories. You can be extremely talented and amazing at acting but not be that good looking, and you can also be extremely good looking, the most beautiful person in the world, and still suck at acting. Neither one of those factors have any link together in my mind. They don't have to affect each other at all. There are plenty of actresses out there that are nobody's definition of hot but are incredibly talented and amazing actresses. I'm not going to name any by name because that would just be rude, but you know that it's true. You can think of plenty, I'm sure. And I know you might say, well, she's been helped in her career because she's attractive. She wouldn't have gotten certain roles if she wasn't attractive, and yeah, that's true. She plays several attractive characters, and she probably wouldn't have been cast in the MCU if she wasn't attractive because everybody cast in the MCU is attractive. Yes. Everybody. You don't necessarily have to be a good actor to be cast in the MCU, but you definitely have to be hot. I'm looking at you, Tom Holland, Benedict Cumberbatch, all of them, goddamn. My point is this. Of course she's been typecast into a certain kind of role. That happens to almost every actor and actress in their career at some point. And so for a large part of her career, she was typecast as the love interest or an attractive side character or something like that. She's been doing that a lot. And then she got into the MCU and has become a bit more of an action star with that, Ghost in the Shell, Lucy, and other movies like that. But I wouldn't even say those are her good movies. And most people that say that they don't think she's a good actress have only seen those movies and haven't seen any of her actual good acting performances. I think her best performances are the ones that she's not fitting the typecast, she's doing something a little bit more indie and outside of the box, and she's not particularly trying to be attractive in any way. Not saying that she's trying to be ugly, but she's not going out of her way to be the hot blonde bombshell that she is in some of her movies. But if you're to name the best performances of her career in no particular order, you would come up with Her, where she plays an intangible voice, a computer where you never see her body or face or anything once throughout the entire movie, Jojo Rabbit, where she plays a widowed mother, and Marriage Story, where she plays yet another mother who is going through a divorce and is emotional and crying the whole time. Not the sexiest look. And these are her best career performances. It has nothing to do with her being attractive in these roles. She sells these roles purely on her acting ability. And you can also bring up Under the Skin, which I hesitate to mention at first because most people unfortunately know it as the movie that Scarlett Johansson is nude in. But the honest, objective truth is she's not trying to be hot or sexy in these scenes. It's an artistic expression, it's a story, and it's not sexual in any way unless you make it that on your own. And so it's like I said, all of these best performances were these indie projects where she wasn't trying to be sexy and was doing something outside of the box. And I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and assume that most of you who don't think she's a good actress haven't seen any of them, and they're her best roles, and you're just gonna write her off. Okay. And now you might say, well, all of these roles are recent, so she's just recently broken out of the box and actually done multiple roles. Congratulations, every actor can do that. Except for, oh wait, you can point back to an older performance by her that still fits all of this criteria of her not being sexualized and being in an indie project and all of that in Lost in Translation, which is the movie that got her on the map essentially. And her acting is good in that. I wouldn't say it's her best, that's why I didn't put it in the top 3, but she was only 19 at the time. So of course it's not going to be her best, I would hope not. But she was good back then and she's been good a while. It's just because of the typecast and being in the MCU and all these bit parts that all she does is play the hot girl, but that's all that the role's called for. So that's all that she did. It's not all that she can do, as you can tell from her other roles, but unfortunately those roles are generally in indie films that don't get as much publicity. Her good roles are the ones that the average audience don't see. They just see the Avengers and Lucy and all these big budget movies. They don't don't see the indie movies where her best work is done. But you know who does see these movies? Critics. And critics agree with me. Between the Oscars and the Golden Globes, she's received 7 nominations for Best Actress. And that's more than Margot Robbie, just by the way. And although most people think of Lost in Translation as the beginning of her career, she actually got her first nomination for Best Actress in Manny and Lo when she looked like this. I don't think that had anything to do with her being hot. So there you have it. She's been a great actress for a while now. Don't get mad at me. Take it up with the Oscars and the Golden Globes. I'm not trying to say that she's the best actress of all time. I'm not even trying to say that she's the best actress working today. I'm just saying she's my personal favorite because I think that she is a great, great actress. And yes, she is attractive too. Sue me. I'm Simon from SimonsRants, and that was my rant for today.